Hey everyone, Alice here with a full moon reading. This full moon is a little different in that it comes with a lunar eclipse, which I talked a little about in the weekend reading because it kind of falls on the weekend. Not really. I mean, here in Eastern time zone, it should be just after midnight on Sunday. So this will be posted probably afterwards, shortly afterwards. So yeah, it's happening here. I think it's like 12:16 a.m. Monday, which is just after midnight Sunday night, technically, right? The full moon is in Scorpio, and obviously it's Taurus sun season right now. So what does this mean? Let's just talk about it for just a little bit. Why we're here, why we're doing the reading and everything. So full moon in Scorpio, it doesn't sound fun to me. It's very intense. A lot of intense feelings may come up. It's all about completion, but Scorpio moons feel very like it can bring up fears, like deep-seated fears, like insecurities, things that you may be obsessed about, um, like privately, like things that you don't tell anybody about that you secretly obsess over, feeling anxious. And then, I mean, Scorpio does have a lot of sexual energy as well, so sexual like anxieties and possibly like insecurities there. There are, feeling like you're not in control of things. Um, if there's any like sort of past trauma, anything that's traumatic, all these things, like really like deep seated things, like very heavy things. It's what Scorpio brings. And in the moon, these are things that you feel, your emotions. Um, and then the full moon, this is about closing cycles, getting closure. I feel like with the lunar eclipse, I mean, from what I know, um, that it's a time to sort of close out things that were meant to be closed out, like finally. And in the weekend reading, I did little sneak peeks there at what that might mean, and things from around late last year, like the end of 2021. If there were things happening, things that were ending, things that you were closing out, perhaps you haven't completely closed them out. I mean, probably on a physical sense, like in the 3D, yes, it's probably done. But like for you, with Scorpio and Moon, that might bring up these deep seated emotions and feelings that you've kind of pushed down, that you haven't really dealt with. Um, and this lunar eclipse is kind of like cleaning house there. We're gonna clean house. We're going to reevaluate what happened. We're gonna like reassess. We're gonna review. We're gonna reflect all the re's, because we're also in a Mercury in retrograde, so that brings those energies as well. And we're just gonna like try to figure out, how do we get past this? How do we do that? And with being the sun in Taurus, Taurus is all about being practical, doing it in a practical way. But also Taurus is like our sense of like security. So I feel like a lot of this might have to do with personal insecurities about situations that may have ended near the end of 2021, and then that's just coming back to you now. You might be feeling, I don't know if nostalgic is the right word, but just like the energies might be coming back around and like having to kind of make you deal with it in a way, because lunar eclipses are a little bit of like fate and destiny. Like, this is what needs to happen kind of thing. Like, you need to close this out, because perhaps it wasn't completely closed out before. And so like the universe is like, okay, in order to keep balance here, we need to close this out. So yeah, it was being in the sun season of Taurus, I feel that the best sort of action, or not the best action, but a probable action, would be to think about things more practically. When it comes to dealing with this, closing out this cycle, you know, ending things, releasing your energy and all that, because the full moon Scorpio would be to, you know, do things like talk it out with somebody, write in a journal. If it's something like, okay, you're trying to move on from something, like let's say for example, if it's like a relationship and that ended, and like the relationship physically is done, but perhaps like there's still some things that you need to do, like cleaning house type of things, like need, like especially if it was like a long-term relationship and you like shared things together, like shared credit cards together, or like bank accounts, like things like that, like now is kind of the time, sorry, my voice just like cracked or whatever. Now's the time to kind of like do those practical things, you know, finally call the credit card company and like remove your name from things, or finally remove your name off the lease, or remove their name off the lease, or whatever, you know, finally, you know, change the locks or whatever, you know, get new locks because maybe you didn't get the keys back, or things like that, like practical things, to help sort of close this cycle. You know what I mean? All right. So enough of this talking about what this, you know, the cycle is and all that. So what are we going to do here? So this is a full moon reading. So the full moon reading is Aries through Pisces. I don't normally, like, I mean, I'll put, like, it is everything. Everything is going to be here because I feel this is the best way to do readings for full moons and stuff, because the full moon affects all of us. Like this lunar eclipse, like it's all our energy. So it's just going to be every sign, Aries through Pisces. And I am going to still focus on connections because it's just how the reading is. And honestly, while I was doing the sneak peek of the lunar eclipse during the weekend reading, which you can check out, most of it had to do with connections anyways, so it probably feels right to do it that way. So we're gonna get your energy on how the full moon, it's mostly the full moon, but the lunar eclipse is still there, how the full moon is affecting you, and then their energy, your person's energy. This is the person who's on your mind, the person you're thinking of, the person whose energy is attached to you. But more important, it probably, very likely, like it's going to be the person that is related to the lunar eclipse for you, but it doesn't always have to be. Like, I don't know what person will show up. So, I mean, you figure that out. That's for you to figure out. And so their energy and how the full moon is affecting them, and the connection, like them related to you, their energy towards you, and that's the full moon energy. And then just kind of see how it's affecting the connection, like as a whole. Hope that's not too confusing. I know the way I explain things, it sounds more confusing than it actually is. It's not. Yeah. So anyways, I wouldn't, like, technically, yes, this is a timeless reading. All readings are timeless because whenever you find them, even if I'm talking about some specific event, you know, there's likely a message in here for you. But, you know, I'm going to say, I mean, most of this is for right now, the full moon Scorpio lunar eclipse, like, and I don't know, like, the time length, probably like a few weeks, maybe until the next, no, I went until the new moon, possibly, or the next moon phase. I don't know. I mean, it's probably like a couple weeks, spanning that. I wouldn't think it's very long, to be honest. Yeah, so like technically it's timeless, but you know, kind of not really. Yeah, so also keep in mind this is a general reading. You know your situation better than I do, so you know, just take whatever is like clicking for you, whatever is resonating. And then if it's not, if you're like, well, this totally isn't me, then, you know, just leave it. It's not for you. It's not your story. Don't worry about it. It happens. You know, sometimes it happens. The whole reading is like that. And that's why I say, like, you know, check your sun, moon, rising, Venus signs. You know, if you have a sign that's dominant in your chart, or, you know, sometimes you're just feeling a certain sign. Like, most people have most signs in their chart. Maybe they have like two or three that they don't really have much of anything in their chart. And I feel like sometimes some signs are, you just feel stronger with than others. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways, the way I use signs, they're just identifiers anyways. So like, I mean, like, I could just, like, the signs could be names for all I care. Like, it's just that I feel like it's easier for people, like the whatever, the collective, to kind of navigate, sort of, I guess. I don't know, I'm not making any sense. I like rarely make any sense. Anyways, yeah, so, you know, check out those, or you can just watch the whole reading, because like I said, we're all connected here. Just take, you know, what's clicking for you, what's not. Since we're in Taurus season, you know, being practical and pragmatic and all that, you know, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea if you wanted to take notes. You know, I probably would. You know, and just anything that clicks for you, you know, it's like, okay, I'll take note of that. All right, so we will get started here. No timestamps, because I don't do timestamps for the full moon readings, because they're all one big reading, so there's no need for that. Okay. So, no, I mean, technically this is an Aries. Well, like, okay, technically I'm still like on the all signs. So let's see what the energies are like for this full moon in Scorpio. What do they call it? The flower moon or something like that? I don't know. They have all sorts of names for like every full moon. I don't know what they are. Because every time, like, I see it, it's like always talking, it's a super moon, it's a blood moon. I'm like, is it though? Or are you just like trying to like hype it up more than it is? I mean, okay, yeah. Lunar eclipse and everything's pretty cool and all. Moon in Scorpio, yeah, it's cool. I think people overhype shit. Like, it's just the full moon happens every month. I don't know if you know that. No, I know you know that, but like, I don't know. It just seems really odd. People like hype up the full moon every time it comes around. It's like, dude, like, the full moon is like, what is this? Okay, I'll just leave that there. It, like, yeah, it just comes around like all the time. Once a month. It's a cycle. That's why we talk about it. I don't know. People are funny. I don't know that Four of Cups in reverse. I mean, I'm getting something like, on what I'm getting from it is like something that you weren't interested in dealing with before. It's not that you're interested in dealing with it now, it's just that it's here now, kind of thing. It's basically something like, because the Four of Cups to me, especially in this deck, is somebody who isn't looking at the important things. Like, there's something important that she should be paying attention to, but she's not. She's too busy. She's trying to distract herself basically by looking at other things, and I feel like that's kind of what this energy is. Something that before you just didn't want to deal with. You try to distract yourself with other things instead of dealing with them, and now it's like, okay, well, now's the time to kind of focus on it. Focus on the things, the elephant in the room, if you want to say, like, the thing that you've been trying to sort of avoid. That one thing, you know, the one thing that you haven't really been dealing with, or you haven't dealt with completely. That's what it feels like. All right, overall energy for everybody. We have the Page of Swords in reverse, and we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So again, this is the thing that we haven't been dealing with. I mean, these kind of go hand in hand a bit. This is heavily based in like emotional attachments. Something that you don't really want to move on from it. You know you should, but you don't really want to move on from. And like the Page of Swords in reverse, this is, you know, it's page energy. You think that you have, you thought that you have moved on from it. You thought that, you know, you did what you should have done here. I mean, the Page of Swords is somebody who thinks they know better, you know? Page of Swords in reverse to me is a smart ass card. I'm not calling you a smart ass, but just, you know, you think that you figured it all out. You think that you did everything that you needed to do here, but I mean, you're still here, you know? You still have some attachment to the situation, to the connection, to whatever. And you're still, your energy is still hanging around there. So I mean, this is overall for everybody. Really feeling attached. I feel like that's the main kind of word you want to kind of think here, that you feel attached, but it's like you almost think, I don't need to deal with it. You're like, I mean, yeah, I mean, the Page of Swords is a smartass. The Page of Swords thinks that they know what they're doing, thinks that they're doing the right things in all this, but like, yeah. Okay, so let's start. Aries. All right, Aries, let's see what your energy is like in this full moon. Six of Wands. I feel like you're paying attention to the energy. I feel like this full moon, this energy, you are paying attention. It almost feels like you have my attention. It's like, I'm here, you have my attention. Okay. Now this, like I said, this isn't towards a connection. So this is your energy towards your person, in this full moon. You are paying attention to what's going on here. Like, I just look at her, I just see her. I mean, normally the Six of Wands is other people paying attention to her, but what I get from this is she is on her high horse and she's paying attention to what's going on around her, and that's what I feel is you, Aries. So let's see what your person's energy is like towards you this full moon. I'm going to take the top two if I'm not going to take what's underneath that. So we have the King of Wands and we have the Four of Swords. Yeah, this person probably isn't talking to you, but they really want to. So their energy towards you is they're very attracted to you. They really want something from you. I feel like they do want to talk to you, but they're not, they're staying quiet for whatever reason. It feels like they're healing, to be honest. Something in this connection, it's like they have to figure something out for themselves, and they're trying to figure something out here. They could be trying to figure out what is it that they actually want from you. That feels very probable as well. Okay. So in the connection here, how is this in your connection? So we have the Six of Cups in reverse, the Four of Coins. That's not four, that's a six. I can't fucking read. And the Hierophant. So the energy, yeah. I'm just like, because there's something here from the past, but I'm not sure if this is the past in the connection. There's just something that's being held on to in this connection. It can be that it just feels like somebody, like when it comes to committing in this connection, um it feels like, how would I put this? Yes, somebody does want it. It feels like one person wants to commit to this connection, um but I feel like they've always been that way. It can be you, um but it feels also like it's just somebody struggling with something here in the past. I can't tell if it's from the connection. It might be something that happened in this connection, possibly since we're dealing with the lunar eclipse. So this could be something that happened, late last year, and something to do with somebody who wanted more of a commitment here. And like I said, this is all about reflecting and reassessing those things, like reviewing those things. And it just kind of feels like that's what your person here is doing. Your person is doing some reflection here with the Four of Swords. They're thinking about it, and I feel like they're thinking about what happened here in the past. This is about in the past. Something happened in the past here that they cannot, like, I mean, both of you can't let go of. You've been thinking about it. And it has to do with, whether to be more committed in this connection, wanting whether that they should or not, because here's the Ace of Swords is underneath that. There's a lot of confusion here attached to whether this person, so I feel like this person just wasn't, like, they didn't know if they wanted to commit either in general or to you, and there was just a lot of maybe like hot and cold type of energy here. So like your person here is just very, it's like they're trying to figure out what they want. Like, they know what they want. Like, they're very attracted to you. They know they're attracted to you, but they're kind of like, so what does that mean? So what do I do with that, kind of thing? So they're in contemplation mode. This full moon, I feel, is more your person is trying to figure their shit out. To be honest, because I see you're paying attention to them. You're very aware of what's going on around you, and I feel like Aries, you know what's going on with the full moon, what's going on with the lunar eclipse. Like, you're very, like, well informed is what I feel, and you're well informed of how this is affecting your connection. Okay, anyways, I think I spent too much time on that. Taurus, is that how you spell Taurus? I don't even know. It's looking weird to me. Anyways, doesn't matter. Taurus, you have Judgment in reverse here. So your energy here, this full moon energy towards your person, I feel like this is a feeling of missing out. It's like you feel like you're missing something here. Not that you're missing your person, but it feels more like there's just something, like a piece to the puzzle here that you're missing here, that there's something that's missing here. It's like, it's something like you can't shake. It's like, I can't shake what's missing here. Okay, sorry. There was a little pause. Not that you would notice, but I don't remember where I was at. I got interrupted. Okay, so Taurus, your person. What's their energy towards you in this full moon? And how is that affecting your connection with them? So like I said, your energy just feels like there's something missing here. It's like you can't put your finger on it. There's just something that's not, like, there. Okay, your person's energy. You have the Lovers in reverse with the Ten of Coins. So your person's energy towards you, they do have a deep connection here with you, but they feel like, they also feel like something's wrong. I feel like that's your energy as well. You feel like there's something missing here. They feel like there's something wrong here. I feel like they do want to kind of, like, figure it out. With coins here, being very practical, very, very pragmatic here. I do feel like to me, this feels like this person is willing to put in the time and the effort to figuring this out. I wouldn't say figuring it out, but they're willing to put the time and the effort to sort of, yeah, I guess figuring it out. Kind of like they just seem committed, I guess, in a way. Here, because I think it's they feel that there is a strong connection here. It's just there's something that's not working here, but they do have this sense of I'm drawn to the dog here. So there's a sense of loyalty here to you and the connection. Like you may have been very good friends before this, or I mean you may still be very good friends. I mean the Lover's card doesn't automatically mean romance or romantic interest. You know, it's just, you know, a very strong connection here. So yeah, this person feels their energy towards you, that you know you are, you know, they're very loyal to you, very loyal to this connection here. So I don't like they're here for a while, or they've been here for a while. So how is this affecting the connection? So we have the Nine of Cups in reverse, Eight of Wands, Ten of Swords. Yeah, so whatever's going on in this connection, whatever happened, whatever was wrong here, the Two of Cups here, there seems to be, there's a separation. I feel like both of you are, you know, you felt some sort of betrayal, some sort of possibly even backstabbing here. There is a energy of just not being satisfied with where this connection is, but I do feel like you both are willing to talk it out, wanting to communicate here. So perhaps that's what this full moon energy is bringing to your connection, is this, you know, movement, forward movement in this connection. Usually, you know, communication, because there isn't any communication here. And like I said, your person here feels very strongly about you in a sense of like loyalty, security. Okay. Gemini. So you got the King of Coins. So your energy towards this person in the full moon, I feel, you know, this is very practical, you know, very practical energy here. And I know I say that a lot. I'm talking about practicality, practical. I feel that, you know, you understand why you haven't been paying attention to whatever it is that's been going on here. You understand this. Just because you do it, I mean, doesn't mean you don't understand why, you know, you're thinking this way. It's like you know that you're attached to this, whatever, this connection. You know that you feel attached, and perhaps you even know that what you think is going, like, it's, yeah, like it's like you're very, it's again, it's like the Aries energy here. You're aware, you know, and I feel that you're very willing to try to do things in a practical way here. It's like you feel very game here to looking at this connection from a sort of pragmatic type of like viewpoint here. It's like a very mature type of energy here. It's like you want to do things that way. So let's see, how is your person's energy towards you, Gemini, and how is it affecting your connection with them? Okay. Sorry, they all spilled out, but I feel like this is the way it's supposed to be. Two of Coins and Strength. Okay, so your person's energy towards you is they're going back and forth on something here. They're trying to find some sort of balance in their life between you and, you know, you, the connection, and whatever else is going on in their life. They're trying to find that inner security, you know, trying to find the inner strength here, their own sort of self-confidence here, you know, that, you know, trying to be almost resilient here, trying to stay strong. Yeah, I feel that this person it almost feels like your connection to them, it's not, it's necessarily, I wouldn't call it a burden, but it does, like, you know, it requires them to kind of keep some plates spinning, you know, like, okay, they have their life, all their things that go on in their life, and then they have you. And again, they also feel this too, you know, they're attached to the connection. um so they're not gonna let it go. It's just they need to, you know, find it within themselves, that, because again, full moon Scorpio can really bring out your inner insecurities, your deep-seated insecurities in this person. They need to find this balance here. They need to balance that out so they can kind of, you know, figure that out for themselves, feel more confident in them. So how is this affecting the connection? Well, we have the Knight of Cups, we have the Fool in reverse, and we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this person will be hiding things from you. I feel like you both are. You know, you're keeping things to yourself. You're being very secretive. And I do get the sense here with the Five of Swords in reverse underneath that, that it's not that you want to keep secrets from each other. It's that there's an element of guilt and shame that's attached to it. It's almost like you're not, it's like you're not willing to share these things with each other because you feel shameful for acting this way, for feeling this way. Like, it's a personal shame. Again, you know, we're talking about Scorpio here, Scorpio and full moon, full moon Scorpio here. You know, there is, you know, these anxieties, these deep-seated anxieties of, like, it's like you feel like the other person, or, you know, they feel like, you know, you would, like, judge them in some way or see them differently or maybe not even like them anymore. Like, there's just a lot of, like, shame and guilt attached here to the things that they've been hiding. I feel it's about feelings. It's about how you feel for each other here. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you're, as much as your energy, Gemini, here is you are looking at things maturely, but at the same time, this whole, like, hiding how you feel, nothing is, like, going anywhere with this. Like, nothing is starting here. The Fool in reverse. It's blocking some sort of beginning here in this connection. I'm drawn to the Knight's face here. He looks very sad and forlorn here. It's almost like he's looking at his cup like, you know, I do want to give, like, I do want to, like, give this to you, but there's, like, a sadness here of I can't, or for, you know, whatever reason, like, I have to keep this to myself. And that's what I'm getting from it. And, like, I'm getting the strong energy here, especially from this Knight of Cups, of holding this cup, wanting to give this cup, wanting to express how he feels, but because he can't, he feels shame. He feels guilt and shame for not being able to say what he wants to say, you know, or do what he wants to do. And it's like he knows that this prevents things from happening, from starting. Okay, Gemini, that's what I got for you. Cancer, you have the Seven of Cups in reverse. So your energy here towards your person, in this full moon energy here, yes, there is an element of confusion here. I feel that you may be confused on what to do. That you feel that, or, like, there's a bit of, like, an overwhelmed feeling here, but, like, overwhelmed by emotional choices. And when, like, I say that, you know how there are a lot of things that you could do, but they all come from a place of emotion. They're not practical or logical. They're all coming from how you feel, and it's like you don't really know what to feel almost in this connection here. it feels to me like, you know how sometimes you're like, I don't know if I like this person or if I hate this person, or like I don't like, not like that if you like or hate them, but like it's like your actions. It's like I don't know if like I want to do something nice for this person, or I don't know if I should like just, you know, not do something nice, like if I should just like ignore them, but I don't know if I want to ignore them, like and like it's a lot of that feeling here, like just not really knowing what to do and being a little bit like emotionally confused here when it comes to this person. Okay, so let's see what your person, Cancer, with their energy is like towards you during this full moon, and how does that affect the connection? Hmm. Okay. We have the Tower in reverse, and we have Death. Okay. Your person's energy towards you, Cancer. I feel like they're going through some shit internally. What I'm getting from this Tower in reverse, yes, there's a bit of resistance, there's a bit of pushback here, but it's more because they're starting to realize, like, you know, what's the common denominator here? Why don't my connections work? Why do things end in my life here? You know, why, you know, like, why does it feel like everything always ends all the time here? And it's like, what's the common denominator? Oh, it's me. I feel like they're starting to, the truth is starting to sink in here for your person, Cancer, that perhaps, maybe it's their fault. Maybe. I don't know. There is resistance here. There definitely is resistance here, but it does feel like this person is starting to see the truth here, or they have seen the truth. They just don't want to see the truth, that the reason why things end in their life is because of them. You know, it's because of their own bullshit, their own hangups. I mean, I'm not going to go further than that, but that's what this energy, this full moon, is kind of, you know, letting them feel. You know, again, like I said, you know, deep-seated insecurities. And again, you know, this is about things that, you know, ignoring the important thing, trying to ignore that one thing that you shouldn't be ignoring, but you know you've been ignoring it. You've been ignoring it for a while. You've been busy trying to distract yourself with other things, but the full moon in Scorpio and this lunar eclipse are kind of like bringing that energy back. So it's very hard to ignore. So how's this affecting your connection? Well, we have the Star. This is nice. The Star, we have the Nine of Coins in reverse, and we have the Page of Wands. What I'm getting from this is, so there's hope here. You both feel very hopeful about this connection. I also get that this connection is healing as well, but I get more hope from this. And, you know, I feel like, yeah, here's the Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you may not be talking. What happened to the light? Fuck. Okay, seriously. Can Mercury in retrograde seriously fuck off? Please. Please, please, please. There's absolutely no reason why this light would go off. And why it's not coming. Okay, there it goes. Why did it go off? That's so weird. It's one of those like touch lights. Honestly, it's one of those touch lights. It really shouldn't like go off. There's nothing touching it. That light has never gone off like that before. Please, please, technology. It's so hot like right now because I had to turn off the fan because I didn't want it blowing on the microphone and shit, but like, dude, please, spirit, please, can I get through this? Okay, what was I talking about? Cancer. I was talking about hope. hope, but more like having faith in this connection. I feel like you both have faith in this connection. I feel like you want to talk to each other, because I feel with the Three of Cups here in reverse that there has been some issues here in communication that I feel like you probably haven't really like had any sort of good talks with each other lately. I mean, you could be in communication, possibly, but it's just very um like small talk shit. Like it's, you know, it's not like the Three of Cups is like about having a good time. I feel like if you have talked to this person, it wasn't like you were having a good time. It was just like, you know, like, hey, how are you? I'm fine. How are you? I'm good. Like things like that. Um, but I do there. It's like you do want to get something started here in this connection. I feel like both of you, you know, there is this attraction level. You do want to start something here in this connection. And with the Nine of Coins in reverse, I feel possibly that the two of you have been a little bit selfish, I guess I could put it that way in this connection. That perhaps you both have been doing your own thing. So you haven't really been doing much together in this connection. So, you know, you've been working on your shit, they've been working on their shit, but nobody has lost hope in this connection. You know, there's still a lot of hope still in this connection here. I feel you both, the main thing here is that you both feel that, you know, there is something here in this connection. It's just very confusing for you. All right. Okay. Leo. Let's move on. See if I can get through this. Okay, you have the Fool in reverse, Leo. Your energy here in this full moon towards your person. I just feel like there's a bit of I don't know what to do. It's more that you don't really want to take you're not willing to take a risk here in this connection right now. I don't know why. I mean, maybe something happened before, but there I do get this. I'm just playing it safe here. Or you have been playing it safe here for whatever reason. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know why, but that, you know, I mean, that's all I'm really getting from that is that you've just been playing things safe here when it comes to this connection. You know, it can be that you just didn't really want to rock the boat. You know, you've been, you know, you haven't brought up any sort of anything that would cause conflict or disagreements here. You may have been quite agreeable here as well. Let's see here. Your person's energy towards you. It's full moon, Leo. Yeah, okay. We have the Ten of Wands. And we have the Three of Wands. So your person, Leo, here, when it comes to you, they have some issues here. There are some issues that they're trying to deal with here. I feel like they are dealing with it, and I feel, you know, that's what brings this full moon in Scorpio. You know, you're trying to close things out, trying to finish things, and I feel like that's what they're doing. They're trying to finish off these whatever issues that they have here with you. And, you know, they're looking towards, you know, the future. The reason why they want to close out these issues here feels to me that they see some sort of future here in this connection with you. So it's kind of like, okay, let's deal with this stuff now, because, you know, if you don't deal with it now, I mean, it's still going to be there. Again, this can be things that have happened, you know, at the end of last year, like lingering energy. And so your person is, you know, now reflecting on that and dealing with those problems, because, you know, they're looking towards the future with you. They, you know. So let's see here. How's this affecting the connection? We have Three of Coins, we have the Emperor in reverse, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Again, there's more that emotional confusion here, feeling confused emotionally for both of you. I feel like it's just because things aren't going the way that you want to go. things aren't going the way that they want it to go in this connection. But I do feel, you know, the main energy here is wanting to work things out. I feel like you both would like to work things out in this connection, and you're both ready and willing to figure out, you know, to kind of work out a compromise here. So I do see that that seems to be kind of what is going on here during this full moon. I don't know if you're doing, well, yeah, you probably are doing it together. At some point you will come together and work on this if you're not already. But yeah, your energy feels a little withdrawn. And when I say withdrawn, it's like, I feel there's like a very careful energy there of like, okay, I'm being very careful not to say the wrong thing. That's what it feels like, Leo. Like, it's not necessarily you're walking on eggshells, but it's like, I don't want to say the wrong thing that sets off this person. Because I feel like I get a bit of, you don't know what to do. Like, you don't know, like, what will set them off or whatever. But, you know, they're working on it. All right. What comes after Leo? Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Okay, you have the Ten of Wands in reverse here. So your energy here in the full moon towards this connection is, yeah, you have a lot of unresolved issues here when it comes to this person. I feel like there are things that have not been dealt with. Again, we have, you know, the Four of Cups energy here. Things that you've just kind of been, you're like, I'll do it later, I'll do it later. There's a procrastination vibe here of things that you haven't really fully dealt with. I feel like this is a bit like how I was talking about, you know, being pragmatic and all that. Like it feels a little like, for example, like the example I gave, you know, if you were with somebody for a while, and then you broke up, and like you might physically be broken up, but like there's still ties to each other, like practical things, like maybe their name is still on the lease or something like that. And I feel like that's what's going on a bit with you here, Virgo, is that there are some things here, some problems, some burdens here that you haven't fully resolved yet when it comes to this connection, this person. All right, let's see what their energy, your person's energy, is like towards you, Virgo. And how is that affecting the connection? Is this King of Cups and Four of Cups in reverse? So we have the Four of Cups here. Yeah, okay, so this is your person's energy towards you. Okay, so this person so whatever problems that you have that you haven't resolved, this person is actually kind of upset about it, like emotionally upset about it. They're upset that you've been procrastinating on these issues. You know, whatever problems you have affects them. You know, they affects the connection, and you know they're kind of upset here that you know you have been putting it off. You have been putting off kind of dealing with whatever burdens, with whatever issues that you have here, and it's put an emotional toll on them. All right, so how does it affect the connection? Chariot in reverse, Justice, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Page of Swords. So yeah, this person, or like, I mean, in the connection, really in general, I feel like you both kind of know what is going on here. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, it's like it's no secret, basically. It's no secret what's going on here. So whatever issues you have, if you think, because it almost feels like somebody thinks that they're doing a good job at hiding it, but they're not, because somebody knows. You know, somebody at least is smart enough as a page to figure it out, to figure out what's going on here. So it's not a secret here. I feel that in this connection that you both do want it to work out. You do want to fix this in this connection. There is this energy of, yes, I would like things to be balanced here. I would like to fix things here. And I mean, the main energy here is that, you know, it's causing a lot of delays. You know, nothing is moving forward here. As long as this energy is here, nothing is moving forward here. So I feel like this full moon, you know, this is the time to figure this out. And okay, Virgo, I'm going to tell you, if you're like, is it me or is it them? I'm going to tell you right now, it's you. I'm sorry. I mean, that one's pretty clear. I mean, it's just as clear as like Cancer. It's Cancer, it's their person. Aries, it's their person. And Virgo, for you, it's you. You need to deal with your shit. And I feel like, I mean, I feel like it will like, I mean, it'll work out. I mean, with justice and all that. It's just, you're the one who has to deal with the shit here. Because it's, you know, your person is upset that it's taking you so long, basically. Basically. Libra. You have the Star. Okay, Libra. So your energy towards this connection here is you are quite hopeful about it. You are, but what I'm getting from this is like, I'm looking at her face and I'm very drawn to her face, and what I'm feeling is somebody who still has hope in this connection, but it's like, I wouldn't say like you're on your last hope, but it's just a little bit of like, see, she has her eyes closed and she's looking up, and it's just like, like, why am I still here? Like, why do I still have hope in this connection? Like, it's like you shouldn't have hope, but you do have hope, and it's just like please help me. Like, just yeah, that's, I mean, that's what I'm getting from that. So yeah, you do have faith in this connection, but you're just like, please help me, let me find the strength to carry on here. Okay, so what's your person's energy towards you and this connection, and how does that affect this connection during this full moon? Oh, okay. Six of Cups in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse. I actually feel like this goes the other way. It goes this way. Ace of Swords in reverse, and then Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so your person's energy here towards you during this full moon period seems to be, they're kind of confused on something from the past. There's something here that happened in this connection. It doesn't even have to be from this connection. It can be you. There's just something that happened a long time ago that they haven't really like dealt with. You know what it feels like? It feels like, okay, you were talking, you know, you guys were talking together, and I don't know, maybe you were just talking about your past, maybe exes, I don't know. And you mentioned something, probably like just very, not, I wouldn't say casually, but you just kind of mentioned something, you didn't really think anything of it, and this person has latched on to this one thing for some reason. They want more information about it, but they don't really know how to go about and getting that information, possibly. Or it's, you know, that they just feel like they've just been thinking about it, obsessing. You know, that's the full moon Scorpio, obsessing it over things. This is what they've been obsessing over. Your person is obsessing over something from the past. I feel it's from your past. You know, something that you said about your past is something that they just can't get off their mind. They just can't shake it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. So how is this affecting your connection? Well, we have the Emperor. Yeah, the Moon in reverse. Yep. And the Three of Coins in reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of emotions going on here in this connection right now. And they're not necessarily like good emotions. Like I said, like you still have faith in this connection, but it feels very much like your patience is being like tested here. Like you're being tested on your patience here. That's what I feel with the Seven of Coins in reverse. 7 of Coins in reverse can be about feeling impatient, and with the Three of Coins here, You know, it's impatience, like when it comes to working together, you know, being on the same page with this person. I feel like for you, Libra, like you want to be on the same page with this person, and you feel like you kind of are, but it's just like it almost feels like it's pulling teeth type of energy. Like it's just more difficult than it really needs to be, because there's all this sort of emotional energy, you know, the insecurities, the anxieties, the worries. I feel like your person might have some insecurity issues here, that they worry about a lot of things here, and you know, and that makes you worry about things here as well. But I mean, overall, with the Emperor here, I feel like one of you, at the very least, perhaps it's you, Libra, you know, is in control here, like of what's going on here in the connection. Like there are boundaries in this connection, and I feel like they're being followed. I guess that's kind of the thing. So what I'm getting here, one example of the energy here, this can be perhaps you mentioned something about an ex. I don't know, something just casually. I don't know, maybe you saw something, or you went out somewhere and you're like, oh yeah, this reminded me of when like I used to come here with so and so. And if they're like, who's so and so, and you're like, oh, it's just an ex. And then that was it. That was the end of the conversation. But your person here has not let that go. They're like, who was this ex? What about this ex, and all this and all that? But they haven't asked you anything about it, because I feel like there's a boundary here. Somebody set some sort of boundaries, and maybe you're like, we don't talk about exes. Like, I'm not going to talk to you about it. I'm not going to like go into details and all that. I'm like, you know their name, that's about it. Maybe they don't even know their name. You're like, you know, it's in the past, let's not talk about it. So I feel like this is being respected, but at the same time, it's causing a lot of emotional like turmoil here, a lot of worries, a lot of concerns, a lot of anxieties. You know, it's weighing a toll mentally here. Yeah. So, I mean, that's what's going on here. Your person may figure this out, or, you know, you can help them out with it, but that's the energy here in the full moon. They're obsessing. Full moon Scorpio. Scorpio can be, you know, energy, obsession energy here. Speaking of Scorpio, this is your time to shine. Look at that, the sun. Now, I do get a lot of positive energy here. This is your energy towards your person, but it's also like clarity. I feel that your energy here is like, you know, in a sense, like it's like you see everything that's going on here. Perhaps it's because you live in this energy all the time. I don't know, Scorpio. Because like I remember, like I mean, I have Scorpio in my chart, and like I'm an Aries, but I know like when it's like Aries time, like I feel it, like, but I understand because I feel it all the time, for the most part. So yeah, perhaps you're just very clear on the situation here with you and your person, Scorpio, because you're like, yeah, I feel this all the time. This energy is not new to me. I know this energy quite well. Perhaps, yeah, I mean, it's just a sense of knowing really what's going on here. You know, you're just very informed, I guess you can say. So how is this, what's the energy towards your person here, Scorpio, and how does it affect the connection in this full moon? What the fuck? Okay, so you got 3 cards. Okay, there were a lot more than 3. Okay. I'm gonna put this here. This is the Hermit. I am going to take only the top 2 cards, but I will take a note of the other ones. So these are the top 2 cards here. We have the Fool and the Empress, both in reverse. The other cards here are the High Priestess and the Page of Coins. These feel like lesser energies. I'm going to put them here for now, but I will put them back in the deck when I'm done. But I will keep these here. So, yeah, you got a lot here. Your person's energy towards you, Scorpio. So, like, I just get, like, your person is a little bit at a loss here. So with their they're basically hiding this. They're hiding this because they feel less than you. You know, they feel like they don't know enough. They feel like, you know, like a noob here, or if you want to put it, like someone who feels like a child here, you know, they don't really know what to do, they don't know what they can do in this situation. So your person here feels, their energy towards you is they feel like you're not interested in them, they feel like you're kind of ignoring them, that you're neglecting them, and they don't really want, like they don't know what to do here. To be honest, they don't want to take any big risks here. They don't want, because they don't, I feel like they're not sure if, like, see you, there's such a difference here. See, you Scorpio, you know what's going on, and I feel like you're the one who is like in control here of this situation here. You see what's going on here, you see very clearly at what's going on here, and you see very clearly the, you know, this connection and your person, you know, whatever they're doing, you see very clearly at their actions and what they're doing. Like, you know, you have a knowing sense here when it comes to this connection. Your person, though, your person is wondering, like, did Scorpio pull their energy away from me? Like, I feel like, you know, they're neglecting me, I feel like they've abandoned me, I feel like, you know, they're ignoring me. But at the same time, they also, like, well, I don't like there is an immaturity energy here, of feeling less than. It's like they don't really know what to do. They don't know, like, they're not willing to just try something because I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because of this page energy here. They're not willing to just try something out because the page energy here, there's a sense of being a little bit careful, being a little bit cautious here. But it's more about, like, they're timid, they're intimidated. They may be intimidated by you, Scorpio. So they're not going to try anything out here. Instead, what they're going to do here, you know, this Hermit card, they're just kind of going to sit on their own and think about things. But I feel you know this. You know that they're going to do this. And it, like, I don't get a whole lot from your energy, Scorpio, but it's possible that it feels like, because your energy is quite positive, so that whatever's going on, you feel like this is the best thing for them to do, possibly. Yeah, but your person just, you know, they're not going to tell you, how they feel. Like, they're not going to tell you that they feel less than. They're not going to tell you. They're just, what they're going to do is they're just going to, like, watch and try to, like, figure you out from afar here. That's what this Hermit is as well. You know, they're just trying to figure out this connection, figure you out, and just try to kind of gather information here. But they're not gonna share anything. They're not gonna speak up about this. Okay, so how is this affecting your connection? Well, no kidding. Four of Wands in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, so the glimmer of hope here is that you guys have a lot of, you know, you guys do feel something for each other here. With the Page of Cups in reverse here, it's all over the place. Like, you know, there's a lot of emotions going on here, and they're very hard to control. I feel like you both don't really know how to control how you feel about each other. So that's sort of the shining hope here. But there's a lot of frustration in this connection. I feel you're frustrated, your person's frustrated. What's going on here? Four of Wands, you know, there's no stability here in this connection. It's not, you know, it's not a relationship. It's almost what I feel from the Four of Wands here is like, what are we? What is this? You know, are we something? Wait, what am I saying? This isn't even a 4. This is a 6. I mean, okay, all that still applies. I wouldn't say it if it didn't apply. But this is 6 of Wands. The fucking Roman numerals. I don't know, for some reason in this deck, the Roman numerals, they don't come at me right away. Probably because the way the picture looks, they kind of look similar. Anyways, yeah, no, it's a 6 of Wands in reverse. Sorry. I mean, all that still applies. But I mean, it doesn't really change much, to be honest, the energy here. It's just an energy of someone isn't paying enough attention to what they should be paying attention to. I feel like you know, Scorpio, but at the same time, your person here is like, it's like you're not, it's like paying attention to the wrong things. Again, it's like this 4 of Cups energy. It's very similar to that. It's like not looking at the right things, like not looking at what you should be paying attention here. in this connection. And that's like, it's not bringing success here, you know, and that's frustrating. I feel it has to do about feelings, to be honest. I'm not really seeing the feelings here except for here, but they're all over the place. And I feel like this is what needs to be paid attention to, is how you feel, how they feel, you know, how, you know, about the connection, about each other. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius. He had the Page of Coins. I'm laughing because the Page of Coins showed up not that long ago. All right. Your energy, Sagittarius. I feel like you are willing to learn here. Your energy in this full moon, Scorpio. It's like, you know, you know, you realize like maybe you don't know a lot about what's going on, even just like with all of this stuff in general, like the full moon, Scorpio, the lunar eclipse and all that. You're like, I don't know what Alice is talking about, but you know, I'm open to learning. You know, I want to know more. You know, the Page of Coins is a card of the student, somebody who knows that they don't know a lot, but they want to know more. And that's what I feel your energy is like here during this full moon, and this lunar eclipse, and just in general in this connection. It's that, you know, you want to learn from it. You want to learn from this connection. I don't really know what else that means, but I just get the sense of here, like you do want to learn something from this connection. So let's see here what this person's energy is like towards you, and how is that affecting the connection. Man, it's so fucking hot. Sorry. It's just so hot in my room. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups. Oh, okay, it goes the other way. Judgment in reverse and the Knight of Cups here. I don't know if you can really see that. So, okay. So, your person's energy towards you in this connection during this full moon, I feel like they don't really want to miss an opportunity here, miss a sort of a second chance here. Like they don't want to get left behind here in this connection. So this person might actually tell you how they feel. I get a sense of like internal struggle a little bit with the Judgment in reverse. It feels more like their energy is they feel drawn to expressing how they feel towards you, and there's a bit of resistance to that, but I feel their energy here, the energy of like this FOMO energy of like being left behind by you, being left behind by the connection. It reads a little bit as fear here. I mean, that's what, you know, full moon in Scorpio can do. I mean, it brings out your insecurities, and I feel like this person here, they may be dealing with some sort of insecurity here of abandonment, of feeling left behind, and because they feel this way, they may be more inclined to tell you how they feel. How they feel about you, how they feel in general, how they feel, you know, in their feelings, how they, you know, their insecurities, you know, all these feelings, they may be willing to express this and tell you. So how does this affect you in the connection? Oh, this is nice. Four of Wands. See, this is what the Four of Wands look like. If you remember what the Six of Wands that I thought was the Four of Wands, see, they don't really look that much different in this deck, and that's why it confuses me, especially when it's upside down, but this one isn't. So we have the Four of Wands, we have the Emperor, another four, and we have the Ace of Cups. This is really nice. I like this. This is one of the more positive ones here. The connection here is the energy in the connection with this full moon. There is a sense of something beginning here. What's underneath this? Page of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of beginnings happening here. So I feel like this connection probably is not that old. It might not be that old. There's a lot of new beginnings here with the Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups, Page of Wands. There's a lot of starting things anew here. So I feel the energy in this connection. There's a lot of new energy here, a lot of new feelings here, feeling something new here. Willing to kind of see where this goes. This Page of Wands is, I feel something new here. I want to know where this is going, but you know, I'm going to do this in a controlled way with the Emperor here. I do feel there's some stability here in this connection here. You know, there are rules being set here, boundaries that are being set in this connection, but you know, they're being respected here. And I feel like both of you, both parties understand these rules, or at least you both feel that, you know, the connection is quite, you know, in control, that, you know, things aren't out of control in the connection, you know, and things are going the way that you want it to go. Like both on an individual level, like how you feel the connection is going and how they feel the connection is going. It's like I'm fine. I'm fine with the way that it's going, basically, or fine with the way that it is, the state of the connection. And I mean, really, both of you feel this way. The Four of Wands is a stable energy. I get a lot of stable energy in this connection right now. Healthy. It's healthy. That's all I have to say. Really, it just looks healthy. This looks like, you know, like there's some new beginnings here. It just seems very healthy. And I can understand why your energy here is that you want to learn more, because again, it does feel kind of new. So the Page of Coins also is an energy of, yeah, it could be an energy of stalking, but I'm not really getting that. I'm getting it more of like you want to know more about this person. You want to know more about this person. You want to know more about the connection here. You're willing to learn, you know, because you don't know a lot, and this person here is willing to share. That sounds amazing. Wow, I mean, this is positive. Now, how does this affect, you know, how does this connect to the lunar eclipse? You know what I would be feeling, that your person, especially perhaps in the past, maybe they feel like they missed out on some opportunities here. There could be some past regrets here that this person has been feeling, possibly since the end of last year. And you know, those regrets, you know, it comes up in this connection with you. I don't know if it's the same connection. It might be, it might not be, because it just feels new. So I'm not entirely sure, because that was like, what, like 5-6 months ago. So I mean, that could still be considered new, but probably it probably doesn't have anything to do with you, and vice versa. So yeah, for your person here, perhaps they've been dealing with that, and they're like, okay, well, this time I don't want to get left behind. This time I'm going to share how I feel. I'm going to be more open with my feelings here. And, you know, so in that sense, and for you, perhaps you've learned something as well. The Page of Coins is somebody who takes things one step at a time. You know, they make plans and they're focused, but you know, they're kind of a little bit careful, I guess, but they're, you know, careful just because you don't know what's like, you want to know more. It's like, I want to know more before I do something here. And for you, I mean, perhaps that's something that you've been dealing with as well. Maybe in the past, you did things without knowing a lot, and maybe now you're like, okay, I want to know more before I do something, or before I say something here. So I mean, so that's how I could see how this relates to the lunar eclipse. All right. Capricorn. So you got the Seven of Wands. Capricorn, your energy here in this full moon towards your person is, I get a determination. There's a determined energy here. Like, I'm not giving up. It's not quite like the Nine of Wands. Like, I feel like the battle hasn't happened really yet. This is more leading up to the quote battle here. And this is like preparation area. This is where, you know, you're getting yourself hyped up, feeling hype, feeling like, okay, I want to fight. I want to fight for myself. I want to protect myself. It's very guarded energy here. for you in this connection. All right, let's see where your person, where their energy is towards you, and how is that affecting the connection. Okay. We have the Hanged Man, and we have the Six of Swords. All right, so your person here is gaining a new perspective here. They're seeing things from a different angle, from a different view here, and this is making them want to leave a situation here, a situation that probably isn't serving them, behind. It's like they've seen something about a situation and they're like, okay, it's time for me to distance myself from that situation. That's their energy here in this full moon. I don't really know, like, I don't know much about what the situation is, to be honest. Yeah, I can't get much. I'm not really getting a whole lot here. I don't even know if it like relates to the connection or not. I assume like this is their energy towards you. So, I mean, they've seen something new, some new perspective here about you and the connection, and this has made them want to distance themselves. I don't know if it means distancing themselves from you or from the connection, because I don't. Here's the thing, this perspective, this hangman, I wish I could clarify, but I'm not going to clarify because I don't really know what the perspective is on exactly, like if it's you directly or indirectly, because it feels like, yes, they have gained some perspective on you and your current situation with this connection, but I can't tell if it's because, so that's making them want to leave a situation on their end, you know, like if they want to distance themselves from something on their end, or if they're distancing something with you, because I don't really know. I feel like it differs, you know. Apply it to your situation, because I don't know, but you like you're here feeling very guarded, like you want to protect yourself, you're willing to fight also for this connection as well. But okay, let's see how this is affecting the connection here. So we have the Hierophant in reverse, the Eight of Swords. There again, there's the Seven of Swords. That's your energy. This is a lot of your energy here with the Queen of Swords. All right, so your energy here is like you want to fight for this connection. Definitely, you are fighting for this connection. You are determined here to find out the truth. That's what this Queen of Swords here. You're determined to figure out what is going on here in this connection, because I feel that there's a lot that you don't know. You feel restricted here, blinded even. And this has got you all up in your head. This has got your person all up in your head. This connection feels restricted in some way. There's a restriction here, and it can be that there's no commitment in this connection. I feel with the Hierophant in reverse, you both don't have the same values here. You're not seeing things the same way. When I say that, it has to do more about commitment. How you both view commitment in this connection, you don't see eye to eye. And you know, it feels like it's just holding you back, holding each other back. Yeah, there's a lot of thinking in this connection. I mean, I don't know. The energy that I'm getting from you, but Capricorn, is like you're not kind of taking no for an answer here. There's a bit of that. Because it almost feels like this person, it almost feels like you want commitment and this person doesn't want commitment. And it's like somebody is blinding themselves to that, or blinding themselves in this situation, but it almost feels like this is you, that you're unable to see here, because it's like, oh, I'm gonna fight for this. I want to know, I want to figure out what is the truth. I want to figure out what the truth is, but maybe this is the truth, and you're just unwilling to see the truth within yourself. Because this Eight of Swords, I mean, it can go also for your person as well. You know, the energies can be flipped here, as this is, you know, the energy and the connection. But I mean, that's just one very specific story that I'm getting here. So okay, all right, moving on. Aquarius. So your energy in this full moon You have the Nine of Wands. See, this is what I was just saying. I mean, they're different. They're different energies here, because the Seven of Wands, like I was saying for Capricorn, I mean, it feels like a determined energy, but it feels like before the storm. This feels like, you know, I'm willing to fight, but it's like you haven't been through the battle yet. So it's like almost a little bit of a naive energy. Like, I want to fight, but I don't really know what I'm getting myself into. Whereas the Nine of Wands feels more like I'm not giving up, but I know, like, I've already been through like fucking hell here. Like, look at all these fucking flaming skulls here. It's like, Aquarius, you've already been through so much in this connection. Like, you've experienced a lot of, I'm not saying that you haven't, Capricorn. I'm just saying the energy is different. Aquarius, you aren't giving up. You're being very persistent despite being beaten down. Despite feeling like, you know, like you should give up sometimes. Like, I feel like there are some days where you feel like you should give up on this connection, but you're not going to. You're very determined here. You have a lot of persistent energy here. Even though you're broken down and even though you're tired and you're exhausted, there's just something here that you don't want to give up. You're willing to stand and fight. I don't know what it is. That's just your energy, Aquarius. So what is your person's energy towards you? And and how is this affecting the connection in this full moon energy? Why do I have the fucking Rickroll song stuck in my head? Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. It's just stuck in my head. Okay. Aquarius. Your person, it goes this way. We have the Four of Coins and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, so your person's energy towards you and this connection, they're scared. They are scared. This person thinks a lot about you and the connection here. It causes them a lot of stress and anxiety here. And they're afraid to let this go. They're afraid to let this connection go. They don't want to. So as much as you here don't want to give up, I sense that they also do not want to give up. It's just in a different way. They're more afraid. They're afraid that they might lose this connection. They're afraid they might lose you, and that keeps them up at night. You know, that basically keeps them up at night. They can't stop thinking about you and the connection, and it causes them a lot of anxiety and stress here. So how is this affecting the connection? Well, yeah, Ten of Swords in reverse. We have Ten of Swords in reverse. We have Nine of Wands in reverse. There's your energy here. And we have Queen of Cups in reverse with the Ace of Wands underneath. So I feel like this connection is quite exhausting for the both of you. I mean, there is unresolved pain here. I feel this full moon is bringing about this energy. There's something that happened in this connection here with the two of you that hurt a lot. Not just 3 swords. These are 10 swords. I feel there is a sense of betrayal a bit. It almost feels like burning bridges here, but I feel like you both here didn't want that. With the Nine of Wands in reverse, you both feel it's kind of interesting. You both feel like you're the only ones fighting in this connection, when clearly, like, I see both your energies here. You're both fighting for this connection, but to each other, you think that you're the only one who's doing something here. Like Aquarius, you feel like you're the only one who cares about this connection, and your person here, they feel like they're the only one who cares about this connection. Yeah, you guys have things that need to be resolved. There's some past pain here that needs to be, you need to heal from this, and you need to figure this out. I do feel there is a lot of love here as well. With the Queen of Cups here, there's a lot of love. The Queen of Cups in reverse does not mean no love. The Queen of Cups in reverse basically means too much love. Too much that it's almost debilitating. I feel that there is a bit of a codependency in this connection, that you're codependent on each other. And when I say that, like, I don't feel like it's not in the sense like that people would normally like equate what codependency is. It's more that like you're both unwilling to let this connection go, and it's like you're emotionally attached to each other. I mean, it's this 8 of Cups over here. Emotionally attached to each other, emotionally attached to the connection, not willing to work out the one thing that needs to be worked out. This needs to be worked out here. You know, been ignoring it, been procrastinating about it here. And, you know, the Page of Swords is like, you think that you figured it out. You think that you dealt with it, but you haven't, because this is still here. This is still here in the connection. You're still here in the 9 of Wands, you know, still wanting to kind of stick up for this connection, and your person here still doesn't want to let this go. You know, this person's still holding on to the connection. And I feel that's because there's all these emotions here. There's a lot of love here. And there's a lot of love here despite I don't even feel like anything really started here in this connection. Like with the Ace of Wands here, I feel like, yeah, like even though like nothing really started here, and it almost also like feels like, I wouldn't say that the spark is gone. I feel like that has a lot to do with the pain here. I mean, pain tends to like kind of make, you know, sparks kind of die down a bit, but it feels like there's still a lot of love here, even if it feels like there's no sort of desire, there's no passion here. There is. And yeah, I mean, I really don't know what else to say. I just feel like with the lunar eclipse energy here, that both of you are going to be reflecting a lot on this 10 of Swords here that is playing out here in this connection right now, and reflecting and reevaluating and reviewing like what happened and everything. And again, like I said, with Sun and it being Taurus season here, you know, it might be more to do things in a practical way. Maybe journal about it, maybe talk to somebody else, you know, about this, or talk to each other. Maybe you could talk to each other about this as well. But yeah, I feel like this is something that has not completely closed out, even though you might think that you have, but you're still attached. There's still an attachment here. And I mean, you both are fighting for this, so I don't know. I mean, maybe try to work it out together. I'm not really doing any more else in this than that, so that's all I can really give you. You're gonna have to figure that stuff out for yourself, or I guess if another reading, you know, speaks to you, maybe there's some advice or information there. All right, Pisces. Knight of Swords. So this is your energy towards your person in the full moon. I feel like, you know, you want to speak your truth to this person. There's something that you want to say. There's something that I feel you haven't been able to say. Something that you've possibly been obsessing over, about wanting to say, wanting to do here, when it comes to this person. And this full moon Scorpio is kind of giving you a little bit of that kick in the butt to kind of be like, you know, maybe I'll go do it this time. You know, maybe I'll say it this time. Because it just feels like, this is something that you've been wanting to say for a while. And, you know, there's just a specific message that you want to give. All right, so what is the energy of your person towards you, and how does that affect the connection in this full moon? This full moon energy. Oh, okay. So we have the 8 of Coins, and we have the High Priestess in reverse. This person actually might know that you want to say something here. I feel like this person actually might have known for a while that there's something that you've wanted to tell them. It kind of seems that way. The energy here towards you. This person, they've pretended that they didn't know. I feel like they are pretending. Like, I don't think they know exactly what you want to say. But they've been pretending that they didn't know that you really wanted to say something to them. And they've just been kind of working on themselves. I mean, I know this is the 8 of coins, but I get a lot of 7 of coins energy here of just kind of biding their time and waiting here. With all those clocks, I'm very drawn to the clocks here of waiting and time. So yeah, I feel like they've just kind of like, bit their lip here, like, kept their mouth shut about it for some time now. But I feel like they did know. They do know that you want to say something to them. So, I mean, I don't know if you should say it to them or not. I'm not giving you that advice here, but I feel like they've known for a while. So, and in the meantime, they've just kind of been distracting themselves, doing other things, while they've just kind of been waiting for you, Pisces, to say something. They've just been working on themselves, I don't know, doing, the daily grind and all that shit. But all the meanwhile, they've had an inkling here. All right, so how is this affecting the connection? 8 of Wands in reverse, 3 of Cups in reverse, and the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, Temperance. Yeah, there's been a lot of time here. I feel like you guys might not have been talking, or if you have been talking, you haven't really been hanging out together. Like, the energy and the connection right now is you haven't really been hanging out together. You haven't really been communicating with each other. Here, there's been some delays and some setbacks, but somebody here, you've both been kind of patiently waiting, biding your time here. I feel that with the Hierophant in reverse, it almost feels like somebody here, I feel like this is more your person, felt like they had to wait here because that's just what they had to do here, social etiquette and all that. They didn't want to push you here if you weren't ready to say something, because I feel they knew that you wanted to tell them something, but they weren't going to push you here. You can't do that. I mean, you can't force people to say things if they're not ready to say it. Even if you know that they want to say something to you, even if you kind of know what they want to say, your person here might be a little psychic or something, or they're just very intuitive. They knew that you wanted to say something, but yeah, but they've been waiting. They've been waiting patiently here for you, but they weren't going to force the issue here. And I feel that's you as well. I mean, that's just the energy and the connection here, but the main energy here is that there hasn't been any communication. There hasn't been any forward movement here in this connection here. Possibly because your person has just been waiting on you to say something, Pisces. So how does this affect the lunar eclipse? I mean, I feel like this is something that you've been thinking about for a while, for, that you wanted to speak up about something here. And I mean, this might, help you to kind of close out whatever has been kind of lingering about here. Maybe you needed that final closure, Pisces. Maybe there's just that one thing that you needed to say to this person, that you haven't gotten the nerve or whatever to say it. But it's like, now you've been thinking about it. You've been thinking about, like, in order for me to really let this go, in order for me to really close out this cycle and move on, I need to tell this person. And again, with the sun being Taurus season, go about things more practically, more hands-on. I mean, it is about doing things, but doing things responsibly as well. Like, maybe write this person a letter, leave a message for them if you can't say it to their face, something like that, because this person almost is expecting you to say something. They've just been kind of waiting for it. So, all right, that's everybody. So now we're gonna get just kind of a general, what does spirit want to say to everybody, message here. I need a deck because I always forget to grab one. Okay, I'll grab this one. So what does spirit want to kind of tell everybody here about, the full moon, the Scorpio, I guess it's like the last word, I guess. final advice, final guidance. Let's see here. Whoop, okay. Come here. Oh, we have the World. We have the Nine of Coins. We have the Emperor in reverse. Okay. And we have the King of Coins in reverse. Huh. Oh, okay. There's 10 of Cups. All right. Ah, okay. I see. All right. So, universe. This is all about... I'll summarize. I mean, it really is just all about... You don't always get what you want. Okay? Yeah. You know, sometimes you don't get what you want. King of Coins and the Emperor. I mean, these are two energies of I wanted things to go my way. I wanted things to be different. And the King of Coins is somebody who gets a little envious, a little selfish here, a little jealous when they don't get the things that they want. You know, if there's something that they want and somebody else has it, and, you know, it can bring up those feelings of envy and jealousy. And I feel like this has to do with the 10 of Cups. This has to do with relationships in general. I'm not talking about a specific person. I'm talking about, you know, you see people who are happy, who are in a couple, people who they're happily ever after, you know, they're together, they have a family or whatever. You may be feeling kind of jealous of those people. Like just in general. That's the overall energy here. The overall energy here is, you know, being jealous of people who seem to be happy, who seem to be happy in their relationships, especially. And here Spirit is saying, you know, focus on you with the 9 of Coins. Focus on the things that make you happy. And I say things. I'm not talking about people here. I'm talking about, you know, the things that you've been working on, the things that you've been working towards, and the benefits that you get from that you should be focusing on yourself. And I mean, this can be your work. You know, if you've been working on a project or just your career or a business or whatever, you know, just, you know, focus on that and the good things that come out of that, even if it's not like, oh, you're massively successful, but, you know, you probably have some success, even just a little bit of a success, and, you know, kind of reap those benefits of your success, or try to find the sort of benefits that you're getting from it. Maybe you're not seeing it because it's not like in the typical way. Like, let's say, for example, you started a business and you're not seeing sort of the benefits in a financial aspect, but, you know, maybe look at the other things. Like maybe the job or the career that you had before was really like, you know, stressing you out, making, or like taking too much of your time, or you just weren't like enjoying what you were doing. But now, even though you're not making as much money, or your business hasn't really like gone off, but you can look at the other things like, you know, well, I enjoy what I'm doing more. You know, I can make my own time. I feel like more free. You know, that sense of freedom, I feel, is important. That Spirit really wants you to kind of focus on how you feel free, how you feel independent, especially, you know, if you're not in a connection, like if you're not in a relationship. I shouldn't say you're all in connections, but you're not in a relationship. You know, you're free. Like, focus on the benefits of being single. I know that seems so like stupid. Like, you know, like the benefits of being independent. That, you know, you can do what you want to do. You don't have to answer to anybody, and you are your own person. So yes, there is a sense of here of feeling jealous of other people's connections, but remember, you know, you have freedom here. And then we have the World. You know, and this is about closing out cycles. And that's what all this is about. The lunar eclipse. This is about really putting the final nail in that coffin here of something that you've already let go of. This is not really things that you're letting go of right now newly. These are things that you've already let go of, and that you thought that you kind of got through it and that you closed it out completely. but there's still some lingering energy here. You know, you still some things to reflect on and review on, you know, to kind of learn those life lessons here. You know, focusing on yourself will also lead to closing out these cycles and feeling satisfied, feeling like accomplished, not like getting closure, basically, not feeling like there are loose ends here, because that's what we're, you know, that's what all this is about, is tying up those loose ends, at least for you. And you know, the Emperor in reverse, closing out these cycles, I feel like they're not going to close out in the way that you want to close them out. I'm going to be honest here. I feel like a lot of this is, it's not going to be like as clean as you would like it to be. I honestly feel like a lot of these connections, you're probably not even going to talk to these people. I feel like a lot of this is going to be internally. My nose is stuffed. I'm sorry if you could like hear that. It just suddenly got really stuffed and like it's affecting how I talk. But yeah, I feel like how these cycles are closing out aren't really how you envisioned it to happen. And, you know, it's not really the way that you wanted it. But, yeah, I mean, we don't always get what we want. And I do feel like a lot of this is, you know, I'm even probably going to be talking to these people in the 3D. Might even just be energetically, or in the 5D, you might get closure talking to them, or in like a dream or something like that. Or just, you know, internally with yourself. Like I said, there's a lot of sort of pragmatic energy here with it being Taurus season. I mean, maybe it's just, maybe you just journal it down, you know, you write it down, you get your thoughts down, and then that's it, you know. You set it and you have it down, written down somewhere, and now you can just kind of get it off of your mind. You know, you've released it from your mind. I mean, I do that a lot. That is like a coping sort of mechanism that I do a lot whenever I'm stressed out. I write it all down. There's no, for no other reason than to just get it out of my head, because I find for me, if there's something that's sitting in my head and I need to get it out of my head, just thinking about it doesn't get it out of my head. I have to write it down. I write it down somewhere and I get all my thoughts down, and then I can like metaphorically close the book, and then it's gone. It's out of my head. I don't have to think about it anymore because it's in those whatever pages, if you will. And I know like my thoughts are there. They're not gone. They're just somewhere else. They're not in my head. So if they're not in my head, they're somewhere else, and you know, that's fine. And that helps for me. So I mean, maybe doing something like that. I know it's not exactly the way that you'd want it, guys. I feel like a lot of people would rather talk their issues out with the person that they have the issue with. But you know, that doesn't always happen. That doesn't always work out that way. So yeah. Anyways, so that's the reading for full moon in Scorpio, and combined with the lunar eclipse energy, and then we have Mercury in retrograde energy going on here. So all these energies, there's always so many energies. That's why I'm like, astrology is like hard and complicated. So I don't really like do much in that, but I try. So anyways, this is that's your reading, everyone. Thanks for watching. If you like this reading or you found it entertaining in any way, I'd appreciate it if you could like and or subscribe. Just helps me do more of the channel, because YouTube has restrictions here and you can't do anything unless you have X amount of views and subscribers and all that. Anyways, I didn't mean to rant about that. I wish YouTube wasn't so strict like that. But anyways, they are. So, yeah, so good luck during this full moon in Scorpio. I mean, go out, look at it. It's nice. At least like here, it's pretty clear. Like I've been able to see the moon the past few days, which I've been very happy about, because usually I can't because there's clouds. And probably, at least here, like, I mean, I live in Canada, Toronto, so if you're in that area, you're probably not gonna see it tomorrow because I think it's supposed to rain. Anyways, yeah, I'm not. Why am I giving the weather forecast? Like, shut up, Alice, dude. What am I doing next? I'm gonna be continuing the May readings. I know it's like halfway through May, but my energy has been a little the past few days, but I feel like it's better, so I'll probably try to get some of those out. Yeah, so where am I at? Scorpio, probably. I think I'm at Scorpio. Lucky you. Yeah, maybe I should do it. Full moon Scorpio. While we're in Scorpio. I probably won't get it done before it moves into Sagittarius. But anyways. What am I going on about? Take care. I hope you have a good day or good night wherever you are. And thanks again. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who watches and follows and or subscribes. And there's that Twitch in me. Subscribes or likes and everything. I really do appreciate it. So thank you. So yeah, take care and I will talk to you later.